All right, it is time. It is time for a new stream, of course. Let me put myself on. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining in again. So, today we are drawing pixel art again after last week's expedition to some music. And let me turn down my headphones a little bit though. Actually, I'm not sure I even need them right now. Can have the music playing in the background, but I don't need to hear it myself. So, hi Wabafox. Thanks to your suggestion from 2 weeks back, I think, when you suggested to add one of these fancy executive tables, and you were even kind enough to send me a picture of what you mean. I thought that I'll try and draw that today. And let's see, you have more questions. May I ask if there are going to be different types of offices we could make? Or is it mostly going to be software offices, like law office or stereotypical offices you see in movies or TV shows? Yeah, unless someone makes a mod that changes the type of whatever your company is making, the type of services or products, then it's going to be mostly electronical products in some way or another. I've pitched it as a game where you can make consumer electronics. So yeah, you don't really see any of that in the game right now, or in the demo at least, but the plan is to add some sort of like a visual representation of all that in the future. So possibly the electronic equipment that you're going to be making is going to be like the furniture in your office, and people will be like tinkering with it. But of course there will still be computers that the software developers or like designers work on for the electronics. Yeah, but that all will come in some future version. What else? Do I have anything new to talk about? What's been going on? Can't really think of anything right now. What has happened since the past week? Lots of sports events that happened in the weekend were joyful for us Estonians. Bunch of good performances in all kinds of things: tennis, skiing, snowboarding, and whatnot. So that stuff happened, but let's get to drawing then. Had to restart my broadcast since it was buffering. I hope it's not on my end. So yeah, if you didn't hear the answers to my question the answers to your questions, then you can mention it in the chat, and I can repeat myself. It's fine. Anyway, I was going to bring up this screen. So this is the same starting point that we had last time when we made some art, some furniture. So just gonna start from here again, since I'm going to be making a table, right? And I just copy pasted these, but let me quickly go over all the tabs and windows that I have open to make sure everything works properly. But seems to be. Yeah, since last week I now have a tablet here that shows me the chat. And in theory it should have all the chat in it from all around. From all the platforms, YouTube, Twitch and Mixer, so there's that. Not Discord though, so I have to check that every now and then on my own. But yeah, let's get started then. Again, I didn't find a good copyright-free picture that I can show to you guys, but I have one I can open for myself. So I have it on the other screen next to me here, so I can't show you, but I can see it myself. So anyway, it's gonna be more like a box shape at first, and as last time, I'll just use these colors at first and then recolor it later. No. So should I do the front side first? Probably yes. Because the back side... I'll make like a banner or a closed side, and the front side will have drawers on the left and right, and an opening in the middle. Then that's my plan. So yes. Let's delete these pixels and see how that works. Because I want these to line up here. So that means putting pixels here. And now I should be able to fill this in. Wait, I messed up. Like this then. And delete this part. So this, I hope, is big enough for the drawer. But we'll see. Yeah, Wabafox is saying, of course, the one I've shown you doesn't have to be like a one-on-one replica. It has yeah, it was just a reference. Yeah, it's not going to be a one-on-one replica because the one you showed was more like an L shape or like a corner piece, and it had a what's it called? Like shelves in the background. And the one I'm making is not quite like that. But I more mean like the texture and the color that I plan to use for reference. So now I guess let's do this part too. Like this then. Okay, and now I guess this part. The part that is under the table. Now I wonder, should I use some different colors down here, because it might get mixed with this for if I leave it like it is. I guess for now I can just replace this color with something else, and later on we can see what to do about it. So let's leave it like this, and then I can add this bottom part then. Like this and this. How wide should it even be? So what's this? It's 14 pixels. And this is now also the same. So these are like the two table pieces that connect together, as one will be on one tile and the other will be on the other tile. And I did explain it last time why that is like it is. It's because of the isometric angle, and because the game is not in 3D but in 2D. I need to draw the tiles in the correct sequence and tile by tile. So that's why if one piece of the furniture is on one tile and the other is on another tile, I need to draw them in the game separately. Yeah, originally it was quite complicated to figure that out, but that's how it is. So now that that part is done, and I need to do the rotation of it, which is this. These two pieces. Last time I copy pasted because the shape was more complicated, but this time I can just draw it again. It's not a big deal. Vabafox is saying that buffering is still pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know what's like the minimum quality that you can select in Twitch. Actually, instead of Twitch, you can try YouTube maybe, and maybe it doesn't buffer as bad there, or even Mixer. Where can I put the links though? Okay, you can check on Discord. I put the YouTube link there. In the OM 101 discussion channel. So you can try that, and if that doesn't work, then let me find the Mixer link too. Oh, here it is. I threw that in the chat as well. And I'll put it here in Twitch as just in case too. Mixer and YouTube. So yeah, see if that works any better. But meanwhile, let me continue with the art. So. Again, I think I want to replace this color here with this maybe. It's not the same, is it? Oh, it is. Then let's use this. Hey, yeah, so Vabafox is on YouTube now. Is it working better? So far, so good. Okay, let's hope it works then. And I can see the chat from there as well. Like you've already probably noticed. And now this part. So, I don't remember if I talked about it last time. I don't think I did, but if I did, then you can let me know. I did show a small whoops. Yeah, I had some weirdness going on in the stream for a bit. Yeah. Anyway, last time. Okay, let's see what you have the background layer on YouTube, like the Office 101 logo. Okay, so my last message didn't go through. What the hell? make sure on YouTube that you're not viewing from the beginning, because on YouTube you can watch the stream from the beginning. I have to write it in the chat, maybe. Or am I misunderstanding what you're talking about? Okay. Sorry, I guess I misunderstood then. But I don't know what background layer. I'm not sure what you mean. Because I also have the YouTube open here next to me. And it looks fine to me. I don't know. Anyway, I was starting to talk about some wild animals in the town, which I did show on the Discord a few weeks back. There's a Lynx. Lynx is a sort of a what's it called? It's like a cat-like, but it's a predator, and it's like a bigger cat-like beast. Smaller than, I don't know, like smaller than a lion or a tiger or whatever, but bigger, much bigger than a cat still. So we have one of those just casually hanging around in this small town where I live. And yeah, sorry. Several chats going on in multiple places now. Anyway. So the first time it was sighted in the town, I was actually waiting for a train at the train station. And apparently where it was sighted was like 100 meters from where I was. And I didn't notice it or anything at the time, but apparently it was walking around there. And it's been sighted since then. Now I read that it's probably young and lost its parents or something, so it can't hunt on its own yet. So it's hanging around the town where it might find some food left out for birds or food left out for cats or something. So yeah, wild animals, plus we have also foxes and whatnot. Not Waba foxes though. So yeah, that's what's happening. Living on the countryside, that's what I get from it. So, the table. I guess the shapes are done now. What I'm gonna do now is copy these and make the last two angles, or the ones that have the backside that has the panel. And I'll use some other temporary color again for that. So perhaps like this. And again, I'll recolor it later. And like this. So that's one rotation or one angle, and then the other one. And here. So then I have to figure out how I'm gonna pick the colors for all this. And I'm not too sure. I mean, usually I would take them from a reference picture. But since I can't show it, I could have done it off stream, but I didn't think about it then. I guess I could drag the window there. Let's see how that works. I just have some random stuff that you'll see while I'm doing this. I don't know. Could I put something else on the screen meanwhile? I guess I can put my cell phone. So yeah, you'll have to live with my face now. And then I can put this back on my main screen. Then I'll quickly copy this copyrighted image that I can't show you. Copy it in my editor, then I'll resize it to something smaller, like I did right now, that you can't see. Then I'll just copy some colors from here that you also won't see, but I'll show you them later once it's done. Yeah, maybe this color. What other color is there? There's this. And why I can copy colors is because colors aren't copyrighted. Remember there was some company that wanted to trademark a color. Was it some kind of magenta or purple or something? I don't remember, but I tried to copyright it. Or trademark, sorry. But they were denied, obviously. Maybe even sued, I'm not sure. So yeah, don't try to do that. Maybe. Okay, so I have a bunch of colors now. So let me put this back on. There we go. So I have all these browns and some grayer colors as well. So let's try and play around with them a bit. So first of all, I'm gonna select all this. All of it. And then let's pick one of these colors. I guess this at first. Put it there. And it's gonna need some texturing like these tables up here, I think. But we'll see. So that was the color that I used. Let's make a lighter version of this. And put it here. It doesn't seem quite right, but you know. We'll see how it it's too beige and not brown enough, I think. So what I can do is try and play around with the hue here. Let's see what comes out of it. Maybe like this then. And then do the same with the other colors. No, this is too greenish. But like this maybe, and then the top color. I can try one of these as well, maybe. I guess it's fine for now. So another thing these tables tend to have is like some sort of paneling on the sides. So for that, I can try and draw some lines. I guess like this then. And again, I'm gonna work on these colors in a bit, but just trying out the shape right now. So this side should be darker, which means like if it's depends if it's like inset a bit or is it what's it called, like just frames. So I don't know. I don't know which option I should go with. But I guess it's a bit inset then. Which means there should be some highlights as well. Thinking if I've had something like that on any furniture pieces. Let me open some. Let's see. I have some. I guess even bricks kind of are like that. I use 2 colors there, so would it be like this then? No, I'm kind of confused. Like I keep saying, I get confused easily. When I'm trying to imagine the 3D shapes of it all, or like how it would look like in real life. That's complicated to me. Like if I wanted to make a button, what would that look like? I can check some examples that I have. Like this should be a button that is pressed. So yeah, it's dark on this side, light on this side. Guess I could try and do that then instead. And maybe make it thinner after all. There. Yeah, this works, I think. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Okay. Finally wrapped my head around it. But also, I want to do something with the corner here. So what would that be like? The light is coming from up there, then again, no idea. Like, should it be dark here and light here? Oh, and also the upper part. It kind of blends in with the tabletop, but we'll see, we'll see. I guess that's fine. And then we're gonna have to do the same on this piece and also on the back here. Here. Since these I can partially copy paste, then let's go with those first. And now let's see if I missed anything anywhere. It doesn't look like it. So it's fine, it's fine. Wait a second. Yeah, I messed up on the stream again for a moment. I accidentally changed the scene on OBS. So I wanna copy this part to here. And then this part to here. And then this. And then the last piece, which is this one. And there we go. Now the same thingy over here. And then this panel. I think I'm gonna do it the same way. So yeah, one thing I didn't think about. Sometimes these tables can have drawers down here too, but probably not gonna add it. But what I might do then would be make this panel like shorter, and then make the table, like the top part, a bit of a different piece, which would make more sense from the design point of view. So what I'm gonna do is move these down. I guess either this much or this much. Let's go with this. And then I'm gonna have to do the same with the other ones. Here, these. Okay, but let's put some texturing here. Like this, I guess. Gets a bit noisy, but I don't know. And maybe I'll have to change it later on, but for now let's keep it like this. But then I also have to do the same here. So copy these, and I can move these at the same time. Like this. And this as well. Could just copy paste it from here now. Would be easier. But now I don't have to end it here, do I? But I can just keep it going like this. And the same here. And here. And now this panel. That is green right now. I'm gonna do that. So I think there should be some between this panel here and this one here. So it's more like on the inside than this panel. How exactly? Well, we'll see. Like this maybe. And let me check my reference image for a moment. I guess like this. And then the other side. Should I add this pixel here? Yeah, I guess that helps a bit. And then the height will be the same. This is 5 pixels, this is 4, and one will be hidden behind here then. Should be fine then. And yeah, now this. Again, let's fill these in. Then fill this. Then like this, I guess. And that should be it. And we'll eventually see how it all connects up in the game, but I guess it's fine for now. I should also replace this red with something. I guess it could be this color here. And yeah, I guess so. Now I have to do the rotation of it all on this side. So I don't remember how I even picked the color here. I think I used one of these, right? I suppose so. Yeah, it was this one. For that side. can try with some other colors. Like this. And then how did I pick the lighter color? I guess I made that one manually, so let's do the same here. This is too bright though. It's kinda purple, but maybe that makes it more interesting though. So let's keep it like it is for now. And now let's draw this line. And what else? This pixel here, and then the inset part, which would go here. And here. And that should be it, right? Looks like I have to change this color still though. What about this one? Yeah, I think that'll do. So now I'll copy this over to here. And this here. Over here. And then I can copy this whole part over here. And let's add the top table part here. Oh yeah, I can also copy the panel from here to here. I guess I missed that earlier. So let me check the just in case. But looks fine, looks fine. So. I missed a pixel here. Oh, and a few here too. There we go. Perfect, perfect. Now this panel. These here. What else? Fill in this. And then here. Here. Oops. Like this, right? Oh, wait. No. This goes here. Then this line here, then this here. Okay. This should be correct now. And I can copy this that I mentioned. And then I still have to draw the drawers themselves. Also, I want it so that players can put their paperwork, at least one paperwork box in the drawer of this table. So I'm thinking of eventually drawing like another version of the table that has some paper sticking out from the drawers, like maybe a piece of paper sticking out from there or something like that. But we'll see. First I have to finish this stuff though. So where was I? Oh yeah, I wanted to copy this part too. And actually, once I'm done with these all, I think I should put it in the game already to feel it out, to see if something looks off. You know, just in case. Wait. This color I want it to put here. Which means guess putting this color here and here. So these parts, this is the front part, this will have the drawers. But I guess I can already draw in the table top part of it. The same way I did for the back part. So I'll copy this. From here to here, I guess. Like this. And then this part. And then the other angle as well. This goes damn it. Here. Right, and then which part is it? This one. Okay then. Still some stuff to figure out here, but the corners especially, this part needs more work, I think. But let's keep it like it is for now, and let's see it in the game. But I also have to delete these. I guess I can paste them into a new image just in case I need them later. Now I have to define these in the game. Here. Can just copy paste one of the tables that exists already. So let's take this one. And this is meet executive table. The descriptions and names and whatnot I'll change later. The prices as well. The spreadsheet file is tables, and that's just the name of the file. And then the numbers of the sprites here. This is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, this is 16. So the first one here would be 17. So let's see, 17, 18, 19, 20. And since this table has a backside that is different, like for these tables here, the backside and the front side are the same sprites. So it just repeated the same sprite numbers here. But for these I'll have to keep adding the bigger ones, the bigger numbers. And tables can't be broken right now, but I have the broken texture defined just in case anyway, so whatever. Table, yes. I'll change the numbers later on, but yeah, this should be it then. Let's see if it loads. Sorry. Yeah, since I didn't change the name is going to be wrong, but whatever, I'll do that later. So let's put chair in front of it. Yeah, I guess the issue is though that you'd want to put the chair in the middle, kind of, right? I didn't even think about that. So what I could do instead is maybe remove one of the drawer parts. Let me see. Let me hack in some higher level furniture though first. Yep. Unlock, and don't need that. So let's get a PC here. So say this table has a PC, then you'd want to put a chair here, which means I should remove the drawer part on the left side here, I guess. Let's see what the other angles look like though. Buy another. And buy another. Well, this definitely doesn't line up properly. Weird. Oh yeah, I know why. But I can fix that. That's fine. Just means I have to move this part higher. Which side is it? This part then. One, two, three. Yeah, I guess. And here as well. One, two, three. Let's see then. Whoops, it's still wonky. Okay, 3 was too much then. So move it up 2 pixels. And this back down 1 pixel then. Save and launch. Yeah, now it works. But what I'm gonna do about the drawers on the left side then? Should I just remove them like this? And have I don't know, something here. I'm not sure. But that also means removing it here. Which is a bit more complicated because of this part. But let's see. Like this, and then can delete this and this as well. And on the back side, that would mean removing the right part here. And this will still need some fixing, but I'll get to it. And this would need to be removed as well. Which means copying this, whoops, this, I guess, piece by piece or step by step like this. And then remove this part entirely. Kind of looks weird, but you know. If it is like this already, then maybe I should make the drawer board on the right bigger. Like almost the whole tile size then. I guess. Which means I guess copying these here and here, I guess. And then here too. But also the back panel. Now that's going to be a bit more complicated though. First of all, I don't think this piece even showed up. So I can remove that to make it easier to understand. And then this is going to be somewhat messy. But I think this part I have to copy over to here. Or here even. Yes, which means this part I have to copy here. And then expand this first to here, then change these colors. And there we go. And now I have to do the same on same for these. Actually, I can remove this piece here because I don't think it's gonna show up anyway. Because this is gonna hide it. So let's see. This one's going to be a bit easier because I can copy this and this over here first, then gonna change these colors here, and then I can copy paste again from here. And let's see what that looks like. Wait, I messed up somewhere here after all. Darn. Which means I guess this belonged to here after all. And then these parts go here. Is that it? Is that it then?